Welcome to my channel Valuable Rare Coins because, as you know, old is gold. Some of the rarest coins worth big money could be hiding in your hands right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch till the end. Let's dive in. First, we're going to explore a remarkable piece of American history, the United States half-dollar coin from 1972, minted in Denver. On the surface, it might seem like just another coin you've seen before, but for collectors and numismatists, this coin carries a fascinating story, historical significance, and even some rare variations that make it worth examining closely. Stick around because by the end, you'll know exactly what this coin could be worth on the market today. The 1972 Denver half dollar is part of the Kennedy half dollar series, first introduced in 1964 as a tribute to President John F. Kennedy following his tragic assassination in 1963. The obverse of the coin features a bold, detailed portrait of President Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts. His profile captures a youthful and resolute appearance, with inscriptions including Liberty and In God We Trust framing the design. The year 1972 and the mint mark D for Denver can be found just below the portrait, signaling its place of origin. For collectors, the clarity of these details and the condition of the strike are critical factors in determining value. Turning to the reverse, the coin showcases the iconic presidential seal, designed by Frank Gasparo. The eagle clutching arrows and an olive branch is surrounded by a circle of stars, with the inscriptions United States of America and half dollar framing the design. The reverse design has been consistent throughout the Kennedy half dollar series, but slight variations and minting anomalies in 1972 Denver coins make certain pieces especially interesting for collectors. The depth of the engraving, sharpness of the eagle's feathers, and precision in the lettering all play a role in grading the coin's quality. Although millions of Kennedy half dollars were produced in 1972, the Denver mint issue is not considered extremely rare in circulated condition. Most of these coins were released into everyday circulation, so finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition today is relatively uncommon. Collectors pay close attention to coins that show no signs of wear, maintain full original luster, and exhibit perfectly defined details on both the obverse and reverse. A high-grade 1972 D. Kennedy half dollar is much more appealing than a worn example, and as time passes, uncirculated specimens are steadily becoming harder to find. One of the most exciting aspects for collectors is the presence of minting errors. Some 1972 D half dollars exhibit double dies, which can make parts of the date, lettering, or design appear slightly doubled or shadowed. Other errors include die cracks, missing elements, or slight off-center strikes. Coins with these anomalies are rare, and because they are naturally occurring mistakes from the minting process, they are highly prized. Even small imperfections can significantly increase the value of a coin, making it a standout piece in any collection. Another factor that influences the coin's desirability is its silver content. While Kennedy half dollars minted before 1971 were 90% silver, the 1972 issue contains no silver. It is composed of a copper-nickel clad. This means its intrinsic metal value is low, but for collectors, the focus is more on rarity, condition, and any special errors rather than melt value. Coins with exceptional surfaces, brilliant luster, or proof-like qualities, even in a regular circulation strike, are highly sought after. It's also worth noting that grading plays a huge role in the coin's market value. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC tend to command higher prices because buyers can trust the coin's authenticity and condition. A 1972 D. Kennedy half dollar in MS 65 or higher condition can attract significant attention from collectors looking to add top-quality examples to their collections. Even coins with minor error varieties or die markers can become highly collectible and valuable over time. Now, let's talk numbers. Circulated 1972 D. Kennedy half dollars typically hold face value, which is 50 cents. Uncirculated coins in excellent condition, with crisp details and full luster, can sell for approximately $2 to $5 in the real market. Coins with rare minting errors such as double dies, die cracks, or unusual strike variations can be much more valuable, commanding prices around $20 to $50 at auction, depending on the uniqueness and severity of the error. So, next time you come across a 1972 D. Kennedy half dollar in your collection or in circulation, take a closer look. Examine the details on Kennedy's portrait, the presidential seal, and check for any unusual markings or doubled features. While it might seem like just a standard half dollar, this coin holds historical significance, collector appeal, and even the potential for real monetary value beyond its face value. The 1972 D. Kennedy half dollar reminds us that coins carry stories, history, and hidden treasures that make collecting exciting. Circulated coins trade at face value, uncirculated ones can be worth $2 to $5, and rare error coins can fetch $20 to $50 at auction. For coin collectors and enthusiasts, this coin offers a fascinating glimpse into American history and the world of numismatic collecting. Second rare coin. We're diving into a fascinating piece of modern American numismatics, the United States half-dollar coin from 1998, minted in Philadelphia. While at first glance it may seem like just another coin in circulation, this particular issue holds a unique appeal for collectors. From its historical significance to its potential errors and collector value, there's a lot more to this coin than meets the eye. Stay with me until the end, and you'll discover how much this 1998 P half dollar could be worth in today's market. The 1998 P half dollar is part of the Kennedy half dollar series, which was first introduced in 1964 to commemorate President John F. Kennedy following his tragic assassination in 1963. On the obverse, you'll find a detailed portrait of President Kennedy facing left. Designed by Gilroy Roberts, the portrait captures Kennedy's youthful and determined expression, a symbol of hope and progress during the 1960s. Surrounding the portrait are the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," along with the year 1998 and the Philadelphia mint mark P. While the coin's overall design remains consistent with other Kennedy half dollars, it's the finer details, sharpness of the strike, and overall preservation that make a difference for collectors. Flipping the coin to the reverse, we find Frank Gasparo's rendition of the presidential seal. The eagle is poised with its wings outstretched, clutching arrows in one talon and an olive branch in the other. The shield on the eagle's chest, the circle of stars, and the inscriptions "United States of America" and half dollar create a striking and iconic design. Collectors pay close attention to the clarity of the feathers, the definition of the lettering, and the evenness of the strike. Slight variations in these features, as well as minting errors, can significantly increase the value of a coin, although millions of 1998 P. Kennedy half dollars were produced. They were primarily intended for collectors and circulated in limited quantities. This means that finding one in pristine condition today is not as easy as it seems. Circulated coins may show wear on the high points of Kennedy's hair, the eagle's wings, or the lettering, while uncirculated coins preserve the original luster and sharpness of the mint strike. Coins that have been carefully stored and remain in near-perfect condition are highly desirable for collectors who prioritize quality over quantity. One of the most intriguing aspects for collectors is the presence of minting errors. Some 1998 P. Kennedy half dollars show double dies, die cracks, or die clashes, which can create small but noticeable anomalies on the coin. For example, doubling might appear on the date, the lettering, or even on parts of Kennedy's portrait. Other errors include off-center strikes or planchet flaws, which result in coins that are unique and stand out from the standard issues. Coins with these characteristics are highly sought after because they are naturally rare and add a special dimension to any collection. Another factor affecting the value of the 1998 P half dollar is its composition. Unlike earlier Kennedy half dollars, the coins from 1971 onward are made of a copper-nickel clad, which means they do not contain silver. This reduces the intrinsic metal value, but for collectors, the focus is primarily on rarity, condition, and error variations rather than metal content. Coins with full original luster, sharp details, and proof-like surfaces, even from a regular circulation strike, are particularly attractive. Professional grading also plays a key role in determining a coin's value. Coins graded by trusted services such as PCGS or NGC tend to command higher prices, as buyers have confidence in the authenticity and condition of the coin. An uncirculated 1998 p-half dollar graded MS 65 or higher can attract attention from serious collectors seeking top-quality examples. Even minor errors or unique die varieties can dramatically increase a coin's desirability and market value. Now, let's talk about real-world numbers. Circulated 1998 P. Kennedy half dollars are generally worth face value, 50 cents. Coins that are uncirculated and in excellent condition, with crisp details and full mint luster, can sell for approximately $2 to $4 in today's market. Coins featuring rare minting errors or unusual die variations can be significantly more valuable, with auction prices reaching around $15 to $30, depending on the type and prominence of the error. So, if you happen to come across a 1998 P. Kennedy half dollar, take a closer look. Examine the sharpness of Kennedy's portrait, the details in the presidential seal, and check for any unusual markings, doubling, or cracks. While it may seem like a modern coin with little value at first glance, this coin holds historical significance, collector appeal, and the potential for a higher monetary value than its face suggests. The 1998 P. Kennedy half dollar is more than just a coin. It's a piece of history, a collectible treasure, and a testament to the ongoing fascination with American numismatics. Circulated coins hold face value. Uncirculated examples in excellent condition are worth $2 to $4, and rare error coins can fetch $15 to $30 at auction. For coin collectors and enthusiasts, this coin offers a chance to add a modern yet historically significant piece to any collection. Third expensive coin. We're zooming in on a fascinating piece from the world of modern American coins, the United States half-dollar coin from 1988. Minted in Denver. While it may appear at first glance to be just another Kennedy half dollar, this coin carries historical significance, collector appeal, and the potential for value beyond its face. Stick around as we explore its history, design, rarity, possible minting errors, and what it could be worth in today's market. The 1988 D. Kennedy half dollar is part of the iconic Kennedy series, first introduced in 1964 to honor President John F. Kennedy following his tragic assassination. On the obverse, you'll find Kennedy's profile facing left, a design crafted by Gilroy Roberts. Kennedy's youthful yet determined expression reflects the promise and energy of the 1960s, making it a symbol of hope and leadership. Surrounding the portrait are the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," along with the date 1988 and the Denver mint mark D. For collectors, the sharpness of the portrait, the strike quality, and the preservation of the coin's luster are key indicators of value. Flipping to the reverse, you'll see Frank Gasparo's rendition of the presidential seal. The eagle, wings spread, clutches arrows and an olive branch, while the shield on its chest, along with the circle of stars, conveys a sense of strength and unity. The inscriptions "United States of America" and "half dollar" complete this classic design. Numismatists pay close attention to the clarity of the feathers, lettering, and overall strike quality. Minor variations, unusual details, or minting errors can significantly increase the coin's value, even for a modern issue like this. Although millions of 1988 D half dollars were minted, many were released into circulation, which means that uncirculated or pristine examples are becoming rarer. Circulated coins often show wear on Kennedy's hair, the eagle's wings, or the inscriptions. Coins preserved in excellent condition, retaining their original luster and sharp detail, are highly prized by collectors. The coin's condition, whether it's circulated, uncirculated, or professionally graded, plays a crucial role in determining its market value. Minting errors are another fascinating aspect of the 1988 D half dollar. Some coins exhibit doubling of the date, doubling of letters, or subtle die clashes that produce unique features. Other errors may include off-center strikes, missing devices, or planchet imperfections. These anomalies make coins rare and highly sought after because they are essentially one-of-a-kind creations of the minting process. Collectors actively look for these varieties, knowing that even a minor error can significantly enhance a coin's value. Composition also factors into collector interest. Unlike the original 1964 Kennedy half dollars, which contained 90% silver, coins minted after 1970, including the 1988 D, are made from a copper-nickel-clad composition. While this reduces intrinsic metal value, it does not diminish the coin's appeal to collectors. Instead, factors like condition, eye appeal, and rarity of errors become the primary drivers of worth. Coins with full mint luster, sharp details, and minimal contact marks are highly desirable. Even if they're modern-clad coins, professional grading can further elevate a coin's value. Coins graded by trusted services such as PCGS or NGC provide collectors with confidence in the authenticity and quality of the piece. A high-grade, uncirculated 1988 D half dollar can attract serious collectors looking to add a pristine example to their collection. Even coins with unique errors or striking anomalies can fetch higher prices at auctions due to their scarcity. Now let's talk numbers. Circulated 1988 D Kennedy half dollars typically retain face value, which is 50 cents. However, uncirculated coins in excellent condition, displaying full luster and sharp details, are currently valued at approximately $2 to $4 in the market. Coins featuring rare minting errors, such as double dies, die cracks, or other anomalies, can fetch higher prices at auction, ranging from $10 to $20, depending on the prominence and uniqueness of the error.so. The next time you come across a 1988 D Kennedy half dollar, take a closer look. Examine the portrait of Kennedy, inspect the details in the presidential seal, and check for any unusual markings or anomalies. While it may seem like a modern coin of little value, with careful inspection, it could be a small treasure in your collection. The 1988 D Kennedy half dollar is more than just a coin. It's a piece of modern American history, a collectible gem, and an example of the enduring popularity of the Kennedy series. Circulated coins hold face value, uncirculated coins in top condition sell for $2 to $4, and rare error coins can reach $10 to $20 at auction. For collectors, this coin offers an opportunity to combine historical significance with potential monetary value, making it a worthy addition to any collection. Especially, we're diving deep into a fascinating piece from the iconic Kennedy half dollar series, the United States half-dollar coin from 1971. At first glance, it might seem like a simple coin you could find in change, but if you look closer, you'll discover a story of design, history, rarity, and potential value that makes it a must-see for any collector. Stick around, because by the end, you'll understand why this particular half-dollar can be more than just 50 cents in your pocket. The 1971 Kennedy half dollar carries a significant place in American numismatic history. Following President John F. Kennedy's assassination in 1963, the Kennedy half dollar was introduced as a tribute to the late president, capturing both his image and the ideals he represented. The obverse of the coin features the iconic portrait of Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts. His confident, youthful profile reflects the hope and energy of his presidency. Above his head, the word Liberty is inscribed, and below, the date 1971 is prominently displayed along with the mint mark, which for collectors today indicates whether the coin was minted in Philadelphia, no mint mark, or Denver. D. The reverse of the 1971 half dollar is equally striking. Designed by Frank Gasparo, it features the presidential seal with a bald eagle clutching an olive branch and arrows in its talons. The shield on the eagle's chest, along with the circle of stars above, communicates the unity and strength of the United States. The inscriptions United States of America and half dollar frame the design. For collectors, the crispness of these details, the clarity of the eagle's feathers, the sharpness of the stars, and the definition of Kennedy's hair is crucial in determining the coin's condition and appeal. While millions of Kennedy half dollars were minted in 1971, making them common in circulation, not all coins were created equal. Many were heavily circulated and show significant wear, but coins that have remained in pristine, uncirculated condition are becoming increasingly rare. These uncirculated coins retain their original mint luster, sharp edges, and full details, making them highly desirable among collectors. Even coins that appear ordinary can hold a surprising premium if they exhibit these qualities. Errors and anomalies add another layer of fascination. Some 1971 half dollars exhibit doubling of the date or doubling of the lettering on the obverse or reverse, creating a double die variety that collectors highly seek. Other errors may include off-center strikes, die cracks, or planchet flaws. These errors are not only rare but essentially one of a kind, transforming what might otherwise be an ordinary coin into a collectible treasure. Coins with such errors are especially valuable because they tell a story about the minting process and the uniqueness of each strike. It's also worth noting the composition of the 1971 half dollar. Unlike the original 1964 version, which contained 90% silver, the 1971 coins are made from a copper-nickel-clad composition with no silver content. While this means the metal value is relatively low, it doesn't diminish collector interest. Instead, the focus shifts to the coin's condition, rarity, and any potential errors. Coins with full mint luster, excellent eye appeal, and sharp details can still command attention and demand a premium among collectors. Professional grading is an important consideration for those looking to maximize value. Coins graded by trusted organizations such as PCGS or NGC carry certification of authenticity and condition, giving collectors confidence when buying or selling. A high-grade, uncirculated 1971 half dollar can stand out in any collection, especially when compared to the many circulated examples. Coins with unique minting errors, when certified, can fetch higher prices due to their rarity and verified authenticity. Now, let's discuss the numbers, which every collector loves. Circulated 1971 Kennedy half dollars generally hold face value at 50 cents. However, uncirculated coins with excellent detail and luster are currently valued at around $2 to $5 in the real market. Coins exhibiting rare mint errors, such as double dies, die cracks, or off-center strikes, can achieve even higher prices, sometimes fetching up to $20 at auction, depending on the prominence of the error and overall coin quality. So, the next time you come across a 1971 Kennedy half dollar, take a moment to examine it closely. Look at Kennedy's hair and profile, inspect the eagle's feathers, and check for any unusual markings or anomalies. Even a coin that seems ordinary at first glance could be hiding a rare error or pristine condition that makes it valuable. The 1971 Kennedy half dollar is more than just a coin. It's a piece of American history, a collectible gem, and a reminder of the enduring legacy of President Kennedy. Circulated coins hold face value, uncirculated coins in top condition sell for $2 to $5, and rare error coins can reach up to $20 at auction. For collectors, this coin offers both historical significance and the thrill of discovery, making it a perfect addition to any collection. Last unique coin, we're diving into a fascinating piece of modern American numismatic history, the United States half-dollar coin from 1992, minted in Philadelphia. At first glance, this coin may seem like a standard Kennedy half-dollar, but if you look closely, you'll uncover a story of design, rarity, and potential collector value that makes it a must-see for anyone passionate about coins. Stay tuned, because by the end, you'll understand why this particular coin could be more than just 50 cents in your pocket. The 1992 Kennedy half dollar is part of the iconic series that began in 1964, honoring President John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination. On the obverse, we see the familiar profile of President Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts. His youthful, determined look captures the optimism and spirit of the early 1960s. Surrounding the portrait are the inscriptions Liberty and the date 1992, along with the mint mark P for Philadelphia, which tells collectors exactly where this coin was struck. Every fine detail, the flow of Kennedy's hair, The crispness of his jawline and the clarity of the inscriptions is crucial for assessing the coin's condition and value. Flipping the coin reveals the reverse design by Frank Gasparo. The presidential seal with a bald eagle clutching arrows and an olive branch, symbolizing the country's readiness for war and desire for peace. Around the eagle, the words United States of America and $50 frame the intricate design. Collectors often focus on how sharp these details appear, as well as the coin's luster and overall eye appeal. A coin that retains its original mint shine and sharp details is significantly more valuable than one worn by circulation. Although millions of 1992 Kennedy $50 were minted, coins in pristine, uncirculated condition are becoming increasingly rare. Most were used in everyday transactions, and over the years, the majority have suffered wear and loss of detail. That's why collectors prize coins that have maintained their original brilliance and sharpness. The 1992 $50, when in excellent condition, can make a stunning addition to any collection. Errors and anomalies make this coin even more fascinating. Some 1992 Kennedy $50 display double dies, where the date or lettering appears duplicated due to a minting mishap. Others may have off-center strikes, die cracks, or unusual planchet flaws. These imperfections are highly sought after by collectors because they are unique and tell a story about the minting process. Coins with noticeable errors can dramatically increase in value compared to standard examples. A double die or an off-center strike can transform an ordinary coin into a rare collectible that commands attention in the market. Another important factor is grading. Coins graded by professional organizations like PCGS or NGC receive certification for authenticity and condition, giving buyers confidence and often significantly increasing market value. A high-grade 1992 Kennedy $50, especially with a verified error, becomes a prized piece for collectors who value both quality and rarity. The 1992 Kennedy $50 is also intriguing because it's part of the post-1964 copper-nickel-clad series. Unlike the original 1964 coin, which contained 90% silver, the 1992 version has no silver content. While this means the intrinsic metal value is low, it doesn't diminish its appeal to collectors. Instead, the focus shifts to condition, rarity, and potential mint errors, which are the true drivers of value for modern Kennedy $50. Circulated 1992 $50 generally hold face value at 50 cents, making them common in everyday transactions. However, uncirculated coins in top condition can fetch a premium among collectors, currently valued at around $2 to $4 in the real market. Coins featuring rare minting errors, like double dies or off-center strikes, can attract significant interest at auction and sell for up to $20, depending on the prominence of the error and overall condition of the coin.so. The next time you come across a 1992 Kennedy $50, take a moment to examine it closely. Check the sharpness of Kennedy's profile, the detail of the eagle on the reverse, and look for any unusual markings or anomalies. Even coins that seem ordinary at first glance could hide a rare error or be in uncirculated condition, making them valuable to the right collector. The 1992 Kennedy $50 isn't just currency, it's a piece of American history, a collectible gem, and a reminder of the enduring legacy of President Kennedy. Circulated coins hold face value. Uncirculated examples in pristine condition are worth around $2 to $4, and rare error coins can fetch up to $20 at auction. For collectors, this coin offers both historical significance and the thrill of discovery, making it a perfect addition to any collection. Keep exploring, keep collecting, and never underestimate the stories that a single coin can tell.